Welcome back everyone. So it's a beautiful sunny Saturday afternoon out here in Spain, and I'm just off out for a quick ride on the old e-bike, and I thought we'd have a little chat whilst you have a look around at the sites. Not sure which sites we're going to come across, but whatever will be, will be. So I've been watching the videos coming out of back home in the UK, obviously. I've been watching events in Glasgow, in Norwich and in Essex, up and down the country, and there are reports coming through this afternoon, although I have to say they are, at the moment of making this video, they are unverified, so I don't know if they're true. So I'm not going to go into those too much at the moment, but I just want to say that if they are true, these reported arrests would mark a new level of shithousery from the government and indeed from the police, and would mark a very worrying, or would set a very worrying precedent for what is in store potentially for a lot of people down the line. Now, yes, yesterday a new act come into, or today I should say, I believe, a new act has come into law, the Online Harm Act, or whatever it's called, and a number of YouTubers are already reporting that their channels have been suddenly demonetised. And what else? Well, you know, look, if the authorities are hoping that they're going to stop citizen journalism by forcing platforms like YouTube and X to stop monetising those channels, they've really got another thing coming, because what they've got to understand is that people like myself and most of the people that you see making videos, they do it out of a passion. They do it, some of them do it as a hobby, driven by passion. Some of them do it because they feel they need to. I would certainly fall into that category. I honestly don't really want to be making controversial videos, because, you know, it doesn't do you any favours. But you just feel that it's the right thing to do. You're compelled to do it. You know, people have often said to me, "Paul, why'd you do it? You know, why'd you put yourself on offer? Why'd you put yourself at risk?" Well, because you bloody care, that's why. And those people are going to be caring soon if they're not very lucky as well. And maybe they wish that they'd done it too. But we don't know what we face around the corner with this government and the law. And I want to talk about Keir Starmer. Now, like many of you, I have absolutely no time for that man whatsoever. I detest him and his politics. Even his voice makes my head want to explode. But I tell you what I think will be even worse, and I'll tell you where I think we're heading. Red Angie. I think Angela Raynor is plotting away in the background, and that maybe before the end of this year, but certainly sometime in 2026, Angela Raynor will somehow orchestrate a change in leadership, and she will become our new Prime Minister. God forbid. Can you even imagine the shame? And if you think that Keir Starmer's a lefty, you ain't seen nothing yet, as the saying goes. Because it's my belief that Raynor will surround ourselves with a little group of hens in Shabana Mahmood and Yvette Cooper, Jess Phillips. I mean, God forbid, it's quite horrible thought, isn't it? But I think that's where we're heading, and if we do, mark my words, things are going to get very, very tough indeed. And Keir Starmer could look like an attractive option if she gets her hands on the reins in number 10. I genuinely fear Angela Raynor. She's got a look in her eye, and I think that her little group and the people that she surrounds herself with will not hesitate to start throwing people in jail for just about whatever they fancy. So if you've upset Angela Raynor and her little group of mates, I think you've got a problem. And you know, look, I want to come home in September. I want to come back in September, not only for the event in London, but it also happens to be my eldest granddaughter's 13th birthday. It's a big birthday, 13. You become a teenager, right? And I want to be there. Unfortunately, you just don't know what you're going to face when you walk through at Gatwick, do you? Are you going to be met by the Stasi and they're going to whisk you away, never to be seen again? Or, well, you know, that's an exaggeration, but you get my drift, right? Am I going to get the Danny treatment? God only knows. And I've been, you know, I've looked at, I don't know where the hell I am. What is this? Steps? Oh, I'm not going down there, am I? I've looked at all of my videos over the last year, and I've gone through them all. I've thought about some of the things that I've been saying and who I've been talking to, and there's not one single comment or one single word that anyone could deem as being the wrong side of the law. In fact, quite the opposite. As everyone knows that watches me, I've always called for calm, peace and, you know, tolerance. To my detriment, you know, I've actually been slagged off for that in the past. People telling me I'm too soft and that, you know, I need to up my game, but that's the way I am. I like to conduct myself in a gentlemanly fashion, and I always will do. But I still wonder what I'm going to face when I come home. How are you enjoying the views, guys? This is a very, very European area here. All these houses here will be owned by, I would say, mostly German, Dutch, English, Belgians, Swedes, Danish, the odd Spaniard. So yeah, more reports of more arrests back at home for whatever. As I said, unconfirmed at the moment, so we'll be a little bit careful about as to what we say about those. We'll wait and see if they're true or not. But it certainly wouldn't surprise me if they are true. So very interesting times back at home. I don't think I've ever really experienced a time like this politically ever before in all my life. And I know that a lot of you guys feel the same. The amount of people that say the same thing, that they feel like they're living in a bad dream. And that's the way it feels for many people. Very sad. Right guys, that's it for today, as always. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. All the best everyone.